broadcast live.
What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
Out here in the gold, social distancing
yes,
and everything else,
you have to keep the social distance, sadly. So.
Nice to see you. After how many years again?
How many years has it been now? Since that was 2013, I think, or 2014.
Yo, was there even a year like that?
Imagine there was a year like that.
I don't think I was there.
When we didn't have to social distance.
That year passed me. I've only been around since 2021.
2021.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my goodness, no, stop kidding around. Come on, Slick On Life has been supporting this hip-hop and music industry, and we're grateful for that.
Thank you, Cleo. Firstly, you are like a first of first, many firsts, you know what I mean?
No.
Now you're here today and you've done a deal with DefJam, you've done a deal with Johnnie Walker.
Yeah.
I just want to think about, like, in Zambia, when you dream, how far does the dream go, and does it even reach to this point? I mean, how do you get to this point? How far is the dream, and how further have you gone from the dream?
It's so surreal. Like, honestly, I have always had this whole big dream thing, because one of my first breakout singles was Big Dreams.
Yeah.
And I recently released, not recently anymore, last year, released Dreamers also, which is, dreaming has been my thing. But to tell you that I saw myself signing with DefJam, I would be lying, It was just like one of those dreams, like, I want to sign with a big label, there was no name to it, there was nothing attached to it. And so for all of this to happen, I'm really so honored, first of all. And I really just hope that I inspire so many more Zambians. And the light is not only mine, the light is on Zambia, it's on all of us. And that's just what makes me so much more happy.
What's kept you going, though, for the years? I mean, you and
Johnnie Walker.
Well, we better go about it. I'm not asking you what's kept you walking. You know what I mean? I'm saying what's kept you going, for the years. I mean, from the Big Brother house, from you dropping your first single. What's kept you going for so long in an industry where I always feel like there's a ceiling, for growth, in different places. What's kept you going like, yo, I gotta keep walking? You saw I could relate.
I see what you did
Yeah.
there. Yeah, good one. What has kept me going? Well, to be honest with you, the biggest motivation has got to be my family. I lost my dad, who also, this was like years ago, 2003. And he always loved music. He introduced us to music. He had those vinyl records, like a whole lot of them, different genres that you can think of. And when CDs were later introduced, he was always with the CDs, just introducing us to different types of music. Craig David, Michael Jackson, Tupac, you name it, Wyclef, Jay-Z, all of those, until I grew into my own person and started exploring my own music. And I'll tell him, I want the new Britney Spears CD. And we'll drive around the whole city, like, looking for that CD. Sometimes he would fly here to South Africa to come and get the albums that I want, Little Bow Wow, all of those, like, it's always been a thing.
All those guys were like, oh, I don't know why I liked him, but okay, carry on.
Exactly, it's been a lot. And so when he passed away, there was also that thing of, I do want to make him proud. And there's a reason why he's instilled this music in us, And then there's, of course, my kids,
Yeah.
When I had my first kid, I was quite young, I was 20. And she actually motivated me to dream bigger, because I was like, I'm not going to raise this child and tell her, you have to dream big, you have to do this, I'm going to live it. I'm literally going to live it. I'm going to be the example, and I'm going to just keep pushing and keep going. I feel like if I was alone and I didn't have her at the time, I feel I wouldn't have had that drive to go on, because now there's somebody that depends on you. There's something attached to this success, so that kind of keeps me going.
So, I mean, now, like, versus you not having a relationship with DefJam, plus, I mean, when we are talking Johnnie Walker, we're not only looking at Zambia, it's like they connected in a couple of places in Africa, and it's DefJam Africa. I mean, what is the next steps, or rather, like, with regards to, if I never had this, I wouldn't be able to do this. So what gap is it filling in, or what's the vacant thing that it's filling in? These two relationships that have presented themselves to you.
Yes.
You know?
To be honest with you, I think it's just one of those things that will help to unite us as Africans a little bit more. It's a common ground, you know, it's something to have pride in and say, this is ours, this is our African girl, this is our African guy. And, you know, Johnnie is backing us, you know, DefJam is backing us and supporting us. So we couldn't have asked for anything better. It's difficult for me, you know, even just as an artist, to say, okay, let me call up Burna Boy, or let me call up Nasty C, you know what I mean? Because there's so much that there's probably no common ground besides the music. But now we've got so much more of a common ground to reach out to people, you know, through dance, through music, through drink, and all of that. So it's just an amazing time, and I'm really looking forward to what this year and the years to come have in store for us in music and all of that.
Besides, like, obviously, like, your family and from Zambia, there's a lot of people, obviously, that are looking to you. What do you want to kind of step out the game and say, you know what, you know, life, the whole human race is a marathon. That's why they call it human race, right?
Yeah,
like those guys came from the caves, right? And we here now. You know, human race is a whole marathon, right?
Yeah.
And I've realized that if you're in Africa, the marathon is here. If you're in your first world country, the marathon is here.
Yeah.
So if you're in different places in Zambia and South Africa, the marathon is in different places.
Definitely.
Right? That's actually like a nice name. All right, cool. But nonetheless, you know.
Are you giving me an album name here?
Yeah, you know what I mean? In Zambia, with the marathon, with the girls, you know, the musicians, the artists, where do you want to, like, run the race and pass the baton and go, you don't have to struggle with that anymore?
Yeah.
What is it that you say that you want Zambians and even the rest of Africa over time say, I don't want you guys to struggle with this anymore because I did?
Yeah.
You know, what is that one thing that you want to open and say, that's what I did?
Well, I think, first of all, the whole hip hop game for females in Zambia was, you know, pretty much, it was heard of, and I was still part of the first hearing of, you know. And then from there, it was like, you know, it's just a hobby, they'll get over it. But it didn't end there for me, you know. And like you said, it's one of those, being the first alone is saving so much. Because as the first female, when you see another female rapper, another female, mostly I'll say rapper, it's much easier for you to digest and to accept, because you know that this is possible, this can be done, and you can go further. So just that alone of being the first, and it's taking risks actually on my part, because there's lots of risks that I'll take that today people might look back and say, oh, did she do that? But you don't know why I did that. So today, I was crawling that time, okay? Now you're walking and now you're flying. Oh, I'm walking, sorry. I'm not crawling. I'm walking now, you know, because other people crawled for me already. Now I'm walking, and then the next people are going to fly, and then the next people are going to take it all the way to outer space and universe and all of that, you know? So I think that's just what's part of it. For me, that's very, very huge. You know, just collaborations even with these young cats is a huge step, because I expose them to my market, you know, and I actually stay in tune with them. They keep me feeling young and fresh, and you know, with hip hop and music, it's ageless. So we just vibe, and that's what it is. I'm really just hoping to inspire many, many more, so they can also push further and further.
Shout out to you, man. I know you're running on your own, but there's this other person who's just secretly there that keeps going, go, 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 go. And that's your dad. If he was alive running around like that, he's literally chilling and saying, no, don't stop, go, go.
I think that's what's kept me going, hey? Also one of the biggest things. So thank you for that.
You know what I mean? You be out here. That's why you're here walking.
Exactly.
Go. Yo, shout out, man, Cleo.
Thank you, Slicker.
Keep doing your thing, keep shining, and we see you in the gold. Come on now.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
keep it at 100 years.
Congratulations, man.
Thank
keep shining,
you.
keep going. And it's always inspiring for me, honestly, just to see. I know you from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always say it's the people that keep on trying and keep retrying that are the boldest, that are the bravest, and people just don't. And they just keep believing, and you go, what keeps them trying and retrying when the odds are stacked up against them?
True.
And I think you're one of those persons, and I'm inspired. So keep doing.
Thank you. You inspired me first, so thank you also
Yeah.
for constantly giving us this platform to shine and to express and to keep it gangsta and to keep it hip hop. So
It's just that I'm not cool enough to be part of
come on.
other Johnnie Walker coons, They're like inspiring the background. I ain't even invited to the dinner. I'm joking. I'm full.
No. You have to. You have to
I'm
come
joking.
through. I'm inviting you.
Yeah. No. I am invited. I'm just full of myself.
What else are you supposed to be full of? Huh?
Myself.
Exactly.
Thank you, Michael. Take care. Yeah.
Alrighty. You
Nice
too.
one. Boom.
Broadcast live